You're listening to the Talk of the Tribe, Wapsie Valley Warrior Podcast, brought to you by Little Wapsie Communications. Their state-of-the-art fiber network is complete in Fairbanks, ready to serve your home or business with the fastest internet in town. Orin Mutual Telephone Company. Serving the area since 1911, Orin Mutual is a modern, independently owned telephone company providing internet and telephone services to Orin, Iowa, and the surrounding rural area. RTC Communications. They are here to provide high-quality, superior service to you, the customer, by offering great customer service and the services you want and need to work and stay connected with family and friends. This is the Talk of the Tribe podcast, coming to you from the center of Warrior Country. Here are your hosts, Zach Favors and Riker Oberly.
Alrighty, welcome into the Talk of the Tribe podcast, episode number 25. I'd like to welcome you in. I'm the host today, Zach Favors, joined today by Riker Oberly, and man, we got a quick episode today. We have a basketball game we have to announce in like less than an hour, so we're going to get rolling. So, Riker, how are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Alrighty, so we're going to start off right away with some basketball talk, alright? Wapsie took on... Did we talk about the Dyke game last episode?
We did.
We did?
We
Okay.
did.
We talked about the Dyke game a little bit. Tonight, the Warriors take on Sumner Fredericksburg. I would love to say that we're going to talk about it. We're not really going to talk about it that much because it'll be happening in less than an hour.
We going to wait for that.
But, I mean, you're looking at the girls' game, and boy, does it not look good at all. Isabel Elliott for the Cougars, she is going to be a D2? Is UNI's D1, right? Yeah.
D1.
Yeah.
She's D1.
D1 volleyball player. As Riker and I were talking before we started recording, she could probably go D1 for basketball as well. But
yeah, she's good.
It's just an incredible athlete. As well as, like, that entire class at Sumner Fred is just really athletic.
And don't, like you said, that whole entire class, Alexa Booman, Morgan Block, like...
those are all people we heard less than a month ago during volleyball.
And we said a lot.
Yeah.
Like, we never stopped saying those names, Isabel Elliott, Morgan Block, and Alexa Booman, because all that they do is just tell them that we're good at stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, and then on the boys' side of things, I'm expecting a big showing here tonight. Wapsie stumbled a little bit against Union, and also a little bit against Dyke New Hartford as well, but they are back home.
Yep.
They are taking on Sumner Fredericksburg tonight. I expect to see a lot of rotation. This team is still trying to find kind of who they are, who they want to be going forward into the year. I expect to see some really good defense. I expect Briggs Bamey to go off again. He had 31 in the game against...
He's just so good. Like, he was hitting Caitlin Clark logo shots. Like, it was nuts.
What was that game the other day, last week?
He looked like LaMelo Ball as an 8th grader back in Cali.
Oh, my gosh.
It was nuts.
So the Warriors, who did they take on last week? Do you know? I forgot.
I don't know.
I'm going to look at it.
I wasn't there.
Whoa, weren't you at home watching?
Denver, of course.
Oh, it was Denver. Yeah, that's right.
We don't need to talk about that.
Okay, well, the girls' game, we're going to talk about it right now. If you didn't watch the girls' game, Kate Reese had a big injury, big blow to the Warriors' offense because she's a very good shooter, and she's also a really good defender. And from what I have heard, what? Oh,
nothing.
Sorry. From what I have heard, I'm going to put on my Adam Scheffner jacket here. Per sources,
oh, here we go.
Kate Reese has suffered a torn meniscus and ACL.
Who'd you hear that from?
Blake.
You still gotta quote the person because it's per sources.
Okay. Per quote.
Per quote.
Per sources quoted from Blake Boer, as well as other sources that I do not have to mention.
Yep.
Kate Reese has suffered a torn meniscus and ACL, which sucks. That is bad.
Yep.
She's one of the better players, probably one of the best players on our team right now.
And we know what that means. Yeah, before you ask, she's done.
Yeah, done. Done.
She's done. Congratulations on a great senior season.
That's
sad.
That is
sad. Like, senior season goes out like that?
Yeah. I think we can only remember back to last year when Reagan Barnes kind of had the same deal during volleyball season. And that's just, it sucks. It's terrible.
Something nobody likes to see. Like, even as the other team. Like,
it's like, yeah.
That's a bad injury. No one likes to see those.
It stinks. But, yeah, and then to cap it all off, the Warriors really weren't able to come back from that. No. They kept it close till the fourth quarter, and then Denver just kind of pulled away. And then in the boys' game, again, it was close kind of all the way through, but Denver was just able to pull away in that fourth quarter and, stretch that lead.
Yeah, I mean, Wapsie Valley has been surprisingly really good on offense this year.
They've had a slow start, but and I mean, you're looking at the conference they play in.
Yep.
It is just insane who they're playing right now. I mean, they've gone up against probably the best girls team that we're going to see all year.
No doubt.
Dyke New Hartford, as well as, I mean, the boys have just, everybody's good at boys basketball. Almost everybody in our conference as well as our class is very good. So it's a tough road ahead. The Warriors are home for the rest of the year. They will not go on the road until next year.
Really?
I say that like it's less than a month away, but it's like 20 days away. Yeah. They will not go on the road till next year, which is in like 20 days. So
that's crazy to think about.
Yeah. By the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. I believe we're gonna have.
We'll probably have another episode out.
Yeah. Well, I plan on doing one next week, and then we are going to stock load the episodes like nobody else's business to have Blake just post them over winter break while we're gone, because we won't be in school for the next few weeks. Starting.
And you never know. We might not be able to get out of our houses because of how much snow we're projected to get next week. We're supposed to get like 4 days just snow.
Yeah, but I guess that's enough basketball talk for us right now. We're gonna move on to some wrestling talk.
Ooh.
I guess this is where you kind of check out for the day.
But here's the thing. I've displayed myself as not a wrestling guy. I don't like wrestling. That's what I used to say. I watched duels, like one of my duels last year that you guys broadcasted, and oh my god, it is entertaining to watch.
Please say you watched the Lisbon duel.
Of course I did.
Yeah!
Absolutely, I watched the Lisbon duel. Oh my god, I was excited when Easton Cole took that mat, and then at the end, oh my god, even I was jumping up and down. My dad was yelling at me to be quiet, but you cannot be quiet after that.
Hang on, I want to tell you this right now. Here's how you can tell you're a very amateur wrestling fan. When Easton Crawl took that mat, oh my god.
We took that mat.
Took that mat.
Took the mat. Take the mat.
Technically, I mean, that is I'm going to get clowned on it, but that is a term. You take the mat,
You do take the mat. Take it with you. Put it in the trunk of your car,
Put it in your back pocket and walk away. No,
exactly.
So the Warriors traveled to Denver, and they had a good showing. They won 2 duels. They beat Owine 81-0.
Yeah, Denver beat Owine 80-0, and we beat them 81-0.
So 1 up.
Denver,
you guys suck.
Denver, how about that?
Yeah, how about it, huh?
And then the very next match, we went on to beat you.
Duel.
The very next duel, we went on to beat you. So there you go. 0-2 against Wapsie.
Yeah, and that one was I thought it was going to be a lot closer. Usually Wapsie Denver is a pretty close duel. I know Wapsie usually has the upper hand when it comes to wrestling, but I thought it was going to be a little closer. It was not. Wapsie just pulled away completely. Very good wrestling all throughout. I mean, we had some hiccups here and there, but overall really good showing from our guys. Heading into the weekend, no Grayson Miller at that 215 weight going into the weekend at the Mount Vernon tournament. And then this week, the Warriors traveled to Union High School to take on Union and Columbus Catholic Thursday. I again expect really good wrestling throughout. This lineup is full now. We don't have an open weight anymore, which really helps. We saw that in the Denver duel. It does not. It takes the entire, flips the duel on its head. I mean, it really changes the perspective. I put it in big terms because that's how it's supposed to be. Open weights are very, very bad for a lineup. I mean, you're giving a team 6 points. That's basically a guy walking out and pinning you. I mean, it is not something you want to just give teams a free 6 points. That's never going to help you. You saw it even in the close duels. 6 points matters so much because that's how Wapsie lost to Jessup. In my opinion, if Wapsie went up and squared up against Jessup last week when we had a full lineup, we beat Jessup. I mean, a few matches will probably go a different way, which would help, but I really think that it's a very different duel without that open weight. But like I said, the Warriors head to Union to take on Columbus Catholic and the Union Knights, and then this weekend, Battle of the Waterloo.
Oh boy, that'll be exciting!
One of the biggest tournaments in the entire state of Iowa, minus the actual state tournament down in Des Moines.
I think, me personally, we should get off of school for that. I mean, that's just such a good, like, I don't know.
We were going to go broadcast it, and then we realized IA Wrestle has the rights to it.
That costs more than a whole setup.
Way more, dude.
Yeah, like...
Broadcasting playoff football costs more than our setup.
I mean, it's not really a high bargain anymore, but...
It's not really because it's used.
Yep.
We put a lot of hours into this stuff, but I think going into the Battle of the Waterloo, it's going to be tough. The Battle of Waterloo is always tough. You're always going to face some really good teams. You're going to face Bosco, Lisbon. You're gonna face
Denver. Denver will be there, but we
Nashua.
don't have trouble getting past them.
You're gonna face Jessup, Lisbon, Bosco,
Sumner might be
Nashua, Sumner will be there. I mean, I think we might wrestle Waverly, Shell Rock.
Maybe.
Crestwood. I believe I'm going to pull up the bracket right now for the Battle of the Waterloo because I have it. I'm going to pull it up real quick.
Just to put it in terms, just a bunch of local teams.
Yeah.
Around Waterloo.
So the setup of the Battle of Waterloo. Oh no, this is bad.
What'd you do?
This is bad. I have the wrong one. Okay, here it is. Okay, so for bracket A, it's West Delaware, Waterloo West, Assumption, Bosco, Independence, Union, Denver, and Osage. That is going to be a banger of a duel if Bosco and Osage meet up. Sorry. On the B bracket, it is Waverly, Shell Rock, Columbus Catholic, Crestwood, Wapsie Valley, Nashville Plainfield, Iowa City, City High, Waterloo East, and Linmar. I really want to see us go up against Waverly Shell Rock. I feel like that could be an absolute banger of a duel because Waverly Shell Rock, everybody thinks they're like the holy grail of wrestling teams in Iowa. Usually, you just don't beat them. Waverly's Waverly.
Yep.
This year, they're not as great as they usually are. They're
not.
Beatable. So I really want to see us go up against Waverly Shell Rock. I would also like to see us go up against Iowa City, City High. Obviously, they don't have Ben Keeter or Gabe Arnold or any of the big guys they had last year, but even then, I still think it'd be a good duel. And then, obviously, I want to see us go up against Linmar. That'd be great. There's a lot of good
let us
duels.
go up against Linmar.
I would.
Run it back.
I would go just to watch that duel. The other one, Bettendorf could be taking on Albert Net. That'd be a good one. Lake Mills too is really good. They had a guy. I'll see if I can find the name of him real quick. Lucas Oldingham. I don't know. 100 wins, 100 career wins. It's always a good milestone in high school wrestling. And then finally for bracket D, I would love to see Cedar Falls go up against Indianola. I feel like that'd be a good duel. Also, Prairie, Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids, Prairie would be a good one. Lisbon, though, taking on Ankeny. That's a duel.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Lisbon go up against Indianola. That'd be good. But overall, the Battle of the Waterloo is always a really tough tournament. By the way, on the girls' side of wrestling, not Wapsie related, but Sumner Fredericksburg related, we have a few Wapsie girls wrestling for Sumner Fred. Yep. Do you know who they are?
Matilda Miller, Ella Shares, May Wiedemeyer, Dakota East. That's potential.
Emery Parks.
There
you go.
There we go.
And I really don't know how their season has gone so far. I imagine it's doing pretty well.
Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, I know. The big team that they're going to have to go up against at some point is Waverly.
Yep.
And Denver, too. I think Denver's pretty good. But, yeah. What? You're shaking your head. I don't like that.
I mean...
You gotta realize, Denver's good at just about everything.
As much as I don't want to accept it. I mean, yeah, I guess.
You have to realize, there's a reason why they call it a rivalry, you know?
Just because they're good?
Well, you can have two bad teams be a rivalry. Iowa State. It's whatever.
Bears, Lions.
Bears, Packers.
Packers are making the playoffs. But...
Vikings versus everybody. I don't
Vikings,
know.
Raiders.
Vikings
Game of the year.
Yeah, 3-0. No, we don't talk about NFL.
Wrong podcast.
Wrong podcast. No. By the way, we have not done a dog pound episode in a while. Holy cow. We haven't
had time.
We really haven't. I gotta get that thing back up and running because really it's almost a dead podcast because nobody listens to it. But you know, it's whatever. I don't know. Nobody really listens to this one either, so it's not.
Hey, the people that are listening, tell your friends, tell your neighbors.
Yeah, we need people to listen. This is struggling for our lives here. Berg might make us take this down because it's just a waste of money. But hey, this is what it is. By the way, shout out What Is Up Podcast, Bubba Seaman. Yep. I didn't say it earlier in the podcast, but hey, we're saying it now. He's done a great job over there. He does his episodes in like parts. It's pretty cool. We should do that.
Nice. I like his episodes.
We should do
cool.
like
so cool.
We should do like 2-hour-long episodes, just split into parts. I don't know what we'd talk about for 2 hours.
Well, that's why we split it into parts.
You can figure out what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're gonna get into our segments real quick. Athlete of the week. Let's do that real quick. I don't know. I think I know. It's pretty obvious.
I mean,
it's
is there anybody else?
It's Briggs Bamey.
Yep.
31 points against that. My goodness. Runner-up, Tanner Bergman again. He's averaging like a block and a half a game. He's just.
I don't know. Mention will be Blake Hesse. He had a really nice game. Yeah,
we can mention Blake Hesse as well. Also, I want to throw in Garrett Miller.
There you go. Yep.
He's done a great job as well. By the way, follow the Talk the Tribe Instagram page.
Yep, that's out there.
We have an Instagram page now. Follow that for all the Talk the Tribe
Instagrammers out there.
Yeah, and news. You'll get some news. Riker's going to be running the Instagram. I was running it for about a month, and then I kind of just forgot about it.
Yep.
Plus, I'm not a very social media-based guy, so I'm
like everything.
I'm gonna have Riker do it because he's better at it than I am, and he can actually make it worth looking at. So, Riker will be running the Talking Tribe podcast from basically here on out. But, screen time. All right, we're going to do this. By the way, check the Online Daily Register coming out here in a few weeks. The Tuesday, I got this from Get Kaiser, by the way. The Tuesday after Christmas, our Talk of the Tribe exclusive story is hitting the Online Daily Register. So, check it out.
Ooh.
We will be on there. Riker, what do you got?
5 hours, 18 minutes.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's see what I got. Oh, my weekend times are so bad. 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Nice.
We're going. My weekend times are terrible.
What are they?
Like 8 hours, 9 hours.
Mine are like 10, but whatever.
But anyways, I think that's gonna be all. It's a little bit of a shorter episode. We're running on.
We got a places to be.
Yeah, we're running on like 19 minutes. We got stuff to do. So we're gonna sign off here real fast.
Yep.
We thank you for listening to the Talking Tribe podcast. As always, actually, before I say that, by the way, hit up Talking Tribe Instagram. Tell everybody you know about the Talking Tribe podcast.
Like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you never miss out on another video.
Check out the What Is Up podcast. Bubba Seaman does a great job over there. And until next time, go Warriors.